And we're here to talk about the new Galactic Empire album.
Yes.
It's their first album!
First album. Yeah.
Yeah, Galactic Empire
I think this band's existed for a while, though. Like, I think I remember seeing when they put out, the Imperial March, like, I feel like that was almost, 2 years ago, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A while ago.
Galactic Empire, if you don't know, they are a metal band that is Star Wars themed. So they just do instrumental covers of famous Star Wars music, but in metal form. And they crowdfunded this album, $61,000. It's out on Rise Records here digitally. I believe the physical copies come out in March. So yeah, we're Star Wars fans.
We're metal fans.
It's perfect. You saw this band. You're wearing a shirt.
I'm wearing a Galactic Empire
You
t-shirt.
saw their first ever show, and I totally fucking forgot about it the day it happened. And I was pretty sad when I saw the pics. I saw the pics on the Facebook.
And you're like, oh no.
Yeah. So Galactic Empire 2, when they played live, they have characters.
Yeah.
They have Dark Vader. They have the Red
Fett.
Guard.
They got Boba Fett.
Yeah. They got like a stormtrooper.
They got Base Commander.
Yeah.
And I forget who the other one is. What the names are, but
yeah,
there's like 5 of them. They got 3 guitars, bass and drums, because they don't need a vocalist. So, and they use the 3 guitars. Like, there's a lot going on in all of their stuff. Like, kind of very much like the actual music from the soundtracks.
Yeah. What do you think of the album?
I think the album's really good for, because I greatly enjoyed it, but I'll admit that it's really good for what it's worth in the sense that, like, in my opinion, the songs that are more based off of the themes are a little bit better. So so the main theme, the Imperial March, Duel of Fates, the Force theme, Cantina Band, Across the Stars, and the Throne Room are like the best songs. Whereas like the Asteroid Field and like the Battle of Heroes and like the Battle of Endor and songs like that, those songs are okay, but I feel like everything else works really well. And which like Duel of Fates is really cool. It starts off with like the choir thing, much like in the movies. Imperial March, and the main theme have been on the internet for a while now, so those songs should be familiar. Cantina Band is like really fun to listen to because it's as bouncy as you would think it would be. I forgot because that what is it? Across the Stars. That's like the Anakin and Padme theme, and it's kind of like when they do the Force theme, which it's kind of just that, the whole song, because like the Force theme is like only like 2 or 3 minutes long, but it's literally just the theme played like 7 or 8 different times, and like in different ways. But I think this album's good. Like I think they did a very good job transforming the soundtracks of Star Wars and famous themes from the first 6 episodes, and making it into into like metal. Like you can hear like the different stuff because like I said, there's 3 guitarists, so there's cool stuff happening. I say I like the last song the most just because you can kind of get a little bit of everything in that song. Like it has the Imperial March and the main theme and the Force theme, and it's just really cool. And like everything kind of works. It kind of didn't hit me because I'm like, yeah, this kind of sounds familiar in a way until you mentioned earlier that this sounds like something that would come out of the Lancaster area, that kind of like with the fucking breakdowns that are in the back and stuff like that. But it's like it works. Like all of this works. Nothing kind of is like, why would you do that? It kind of like all fits, and I think that works. And everybody in the band is just like talented. You can just kind of tell. The thing I've noticed the most is the drums. The drums at times are like especially listening to the Imperial March, it's like, what the hell is happening? But this is just a straight up fun album to listen to from start to finish. I listened to it like 3 or 4 times back to back in a row, just to because it's that much fun to listen to.
Yeah. Basically, take August Burns Red, have them do Star Wars music, and throw in some progressive vibes, and you have this. That's what it sounds like. There's some pretty neat breakdowns, really cool rhythms in there. And then there's times where, there's some fucking great blast beats, or just some fucking crazy-ass progressive, transition or something. There's a lot that goes on in a lot of these songs, which I like. I think it still feels just fucking epic and grand. It's not toned down because it's just metal. You know what I mean? It's cool. I think they just did a lot of these songs really well. I think the main theme's done really well. My personal favorite on here is Duel of Fates. I mean, they just fucking nailed Duel of Fates. It is so well done. But then, the Throne Room is really good. And Cantina Band is by far the most fun song to listen to on here. I mean, they just absolutely nailed that song. Another one that stands out, I want to get the title right, is Ben's Death / TIE Fighter Attack. I think that one's really cool too. And the way they do, with the leads on the guitar of, those Star Wars themes that you all know and love. I think they do them well, but then they mix it with really good rhythms and all kinds of cool stuff that just still makes it feel very Star Wars, still feel very epic and cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I think, some of the songs are a little bit shorter, like the Force theme. It's not like you can do with that in a way, on its own.
I think they make up for it because, that theme shows up in, just about, 3 or 4 other songs, not counting the last one.
And I do think the Force theme is cool. They repeat it about 4 times, and, each time it sounds a little bit different, and it's really well done. I mean, the Force theme is my personal favorite piece of Star Wars music. When I think of Star Wars soundtracks, that is the first thing that always comes to my mind is that. And it's cool. I like it. And I mean, I like how they kind of mix the songs together in a way. The album just keeps moving on. It's got a good pace to it. It's a lot of fun to listen to. If you're a Star Wars fan and you listen to this, it's just impossible to listen to this and not have just a big fat fucking smile on your face the whole time, because it's this just so much fun to listen to, and they're just nailing it. It's great. I really like it. I just wondered what they could do for a second album or third album or whatever.
Yeah, because
I know they're making more Star Wars movies. There's going to be more music you can go with, but they kind of hit the major ones here.
It's are they going to kind of follow a thing, and it's I mean, I would assume that things like some of these themes would show up in some of the rest of the music, because I mean, it does in Star Wars. What if every album opens up with the main theme? I mean, maybe just a slightly, they just kind of redo it each album, kind of like how. What was it? Overkill has 4 or 5 different songs called Overkill that they put out for a bunch. So they could do something like that, and which could be cool. I wonder the same thing. What are they going to do for their next album?
Yeah, I mean, there's some music I think they could do from The Force Awakens, the Resistance theme. I think is the one that stands out to me. I'm I would love to see them do this. It'd be fucking awesome. So I'm excited. It's a cool band. They're just a very cool band. So, if you're interested in Star Wars and metal, check out Galactic Empire with their self-titled album. Go see them live. How were they?
They were really good. They played most of the songs from this. Well, they played most of the big songs from this album, and then it was a lot of stage theatrics. They had a pre-recording of a Darth Vader voice saying, "You will witness the power of this fully operational metal station." And they brought up some guy from one of the other bands, and they, did you were a rebel spy and a traitor. And then they had him force choke him, and then he force choked him off the stage. He tumbled backwards off the steps over on the side of the Chameleon. I'm like, wow, all right, cool. And it's they take up that when they do the other part. The other thing I specifically remember was they ended with Duel of Fates, which was cool. And they came, I was oh yeah, we didn't play Duel of Fates, and so they came back out. And also right before they played Across the Stars, the Darth Vader guy, he's yes, this song is about my love for Padme. and my hatred of sand. I'm like, like this is perfect. Like these guys know, they know their audience. This is great. Because like there was like, I mean, that was a surprisingly, I thought a surprisingly large turnout for something like that. For, you know, like there was barely any room in the Chameleon there.
And that's a fun time when there's no room in the Chameleon Club.
Guy was up front, so I didn't have to worry about it as much. But there was like, yeah,
place sounds like shit. You have a full conversation with somebody when the band's playing. It's great. Love it. Yeah. What would you give it?
I'll give it an 8.5. I feel like that. I feel like that's justified. It's fun.
I agree.
But yeah,
I agree. Thanks for watching. Check it out. Subscribe. Spread us to your mama and your papa, your sister and your brother, your grandma and your grandpa, your uncle and your aunt, your niece and your nephew. And you're great. You're great, Shock.